Welcome, ladies and gents. This is a big Mortal Kombat fest of a video. Lots of news to cover. They're sort of little bits and pieces here and there, but they make up the bigger picture of Mortal Kombat it's looking good. Like, I'm genuinely excited for it. I've done a few videos on it now. Mortal Kombat officially gets an R rating. Not a surprise, although sort of could have been a little bit. I mean, we saw some bloody stuff in the trailer, obviously. And it was an unrated trailer or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But it's got an official R rating. And it's got an R rating for some good stuff. Oh, some good stuff. So this is good news. Nothing but good news. This is an article over on comicbook.com. 100% official R rating. Epic. So confirmation of the movie's inevitable rating comes from the latest MPA release, related to movie classifications and ratings shared on Wednesday. Among other movies listed in the release, Mortal Kombat was given the R rating for strong, bloody violence and language throughout. And some crude references, which I bet will be from Kano, which will be good, and be a good laugh, and I'm looking forward to it. It's just great. That's awesome. And obviously Exhibitor Relations released this. It's about to get real violent. Great tweet. Mortal Kombat GIF. It's great. Like, that's good. It's good news. But it goes hand in hand with what the producers and the director have been saying. The confirmation of the R rating is a welcome and fitting development for the movie, and from what we've seen and heard so far, it looks like Mortal Kombat will live up to Russo's promise that the film would earn its R rating. The set of the movie apparently had drums of blood sitting around for use during the different shots. If that tells you anything about how the Mortal Kombat movie plans on earning the rating. They've tried to go as balls to the wall as possible, which is epic. Mortal Kombat's signature fatalities will likely be one of the best vehicles for the violence that netted the movie the R rating, and we've already seen previews of some of those in action. Garner spoke about the fatalities more recently and discussed what can be done in a game versus what can be done in a movie. The film will still have ample opportunities to show off the fatalities the fighters are known for, but we might not see anything as dramatic as Ludi Lin getting his head ripped off, which, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't care about that. It's still extra bloody, extra gory, like it should be. This is the thing, like, I don't just want mindless gore in a normal film, right? But it's a Mortal Kombat film. It has to have it. And it's really important to note as well, the other Mortal Kombats were PG-13. So this is better in that regard already. And it should be. It should be R-rated. So that's great. Like, that is very promising. I think it's very promising. And to play devil's advocate a little bit, it's very promising, but it could also be a potential negative, is that the studio, people behind it, don't think it's worth much either. Which, if this is the case, can actually be a really good news. And let me explain. If the studio doesn't care, they tend to leave directors alone. They're just like, just get on with it, just make this piece of crap and we'll just release it. Right? You've convinced people to finance it, whatever. Get on with it. Because normally the studio will call for it to come down in the rating. They'll edit it down so they can get the rating in there so everyone can see it, because they want to cash in on money. Right? Sometimes when it's an R rating, it's because they don't care. They're just like, yo, no one's going to watch it. Who cares? Whatever. Just release it. So this could be really good news. But second bit of news, we get our first look at Kabal. Look, we've actually seen Kabal in the trailer. He's in part of the fights. You barely see him, but he's there. But this is our first actual look at Kabal, and I think it looks good. Like, I think it does actually look decent. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see it all. Shoot that over there. There, like that's cool. That's cool. I think that looks good. I'm happy with that. I think that's great. Happy. I don't see any issue with that either. And also as well, like, you can almost see here that I think the teeth are going to come out a little bit more. This looks to have a bit more extra work done on it than in her live action appearance. So that's a good sign of things to come as well. Yeah, hugely looking forward to this now. So the Kabal's revealed. And then we do get another look at Cole and his weird body armor that he gets. So he gets this armor. This is his special power. This armor that he's got. It's interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see how that one develops, you know. This body armor stuff that he just gets. It's like, okay, all right. Well, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Jax looks cool. His arms have always looked cool. Since the first images, I thought the arms were really bloody good. They've nailed it. They've nailed the arm technology there. So, yeah, there you go. I think that is really, really cool as well. Good news. R rating. Kabal is there. Is revealed. And it, again, is nothing but positive, quite frankly. I don't think any of these things can be viewed as a major negative. And then we get some updates from actors. How did people prepare for the role? So we've... how did Kung Lao actor Max Huang prepare for the role? They chose some great actors for these in terms of like actual like people that can fight. And I think that's important as well because it needs to be believable. So he says, and I quote, "So right after I got the part, I went into training and research. So I looked at all the footage and the games and all the fatalities, brutalities that were out there. And I was just like, okay, there's so much content that I can include and work with, but then also adding my own kind of flavour to it. So yeah, actually had a hat out of cardboard in front of the mirror. Wow, the character's already so cool. But can you do more with that? How can you do to the next level? How can you go to the next level of portraying Kung Lao? Because it's actually the first time that this character is being seen on the very big screen. So that's cool. I think that's cool. The level of commitment should make fans of the Mortal Kombat franchise happy. Again, yes, it should. And he continues further and says, I know there has been TV shows before where we can see Kung Lao, but this is very, very much the first time that we see Kung Lao. So yeah, quite a bit of pressure, but I try my best to make the fans happy and satisfied. And that's what everyone seems to be saying about this who's worked on it. They're just like, yeah, we want to make this the best possible thing ever. So that's good. I think that's positive. Again, just more positivity, quite frankly. More positivity about Mortal Kombat. I like it. I want it. And then we get this. Mortal Kombat producer on how the movie's casting stays true to the games. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Because this is interesting. A lot of people will be intrigued by how this goes. So he says, and I quote, "So going back to being true to the game, all those characters for the first time in a movie are really cast the appropriate way, whatever nationality they are. And if they're an alien or demon woman, they didn't really have an origin or nationality," said Garner. "It's a testament to Warner Brothers and New Line to allow us to do that. We want to, you notice. I mean, there's big name actors for their genres, but there's no Christopher Lambert in the movie. No offense, In the 95 movie, Sub-Zero was a French gymnast. So we wanted to make sure that we were very true to the game. And again, in order to do that, you have to take certain licenses. Otherwise, you're just jumping into Mortal Kombat. We felt like that would be limiting in terms of just the rest of the world." I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. It sounds so good. It sounds so positive. They're all being really, really good. I'm all for this. I'm all in. I was all in. Like, that trailer got me. Because I looked at, I've been looking at some of the images and I thought, oh, that looks a bit balls. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, we'll have to see it in motion. Then the trailer dropped and I was like, good God. I was of the opinion that I thought it was actually not going to be particularly good. I did not know whether it was going to be good or not. And then they dropped the trailer and I'm like, mind blown. This is awesome. This is absolutely epic. This is what I want out of Mortal Kombat. More so than anything else. And I think as well, it's more so than what I had even hoped it would be. Which says a lot, I think, because it's a video game movie. And lots of people say, well, Sonic broke the video game curse. Yeah, some movies did, and that's fine. But I think this one's going to do well. I'm looking forward to it. Genuinely looking forward to it. So let me know what you think about these updates down below in the comment section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching though, guys. Take care.